Ask you about your health. Just how are you feeling this week at the stage, and what are you dealing with most, Joe?
You just want me to tell all my injuries.
Not all,
just the shoulder. Just the shoulder. Other than that, I'm pretty healthy.
Does it impact you at all during the games, or is it just?
Not really, because adrenaline get going, and then I'm trying to make plays for my guys. I'm not really so much worried about being hurt. Obviously, I know what's going on leading up into it, and as far as the preparation that I need going out throughout the week. But when I get out there, man, I'm thinking about winning a football game.
I'm sure you talk to the younger receivers about how to fight through those things, especially because you guys get nicked up a lot, and you have to fight through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's usually understanding your pain tolerance, if so much to say, and obviously, if it's impeding with what you do, like as far as contributing to the team and contributing to winning, then I suggest you sit out, because I don't want you to embarrass yourself. Granted, the competitiveness and everything as far as pride goes, that you want to be out there, but if it's not going to be like positive for anybody, or you're not going to be able to be who you are out there on the field, then don't risk it. But if you have a chance of going out there and still having an opportunity of withstanding those injuries, or just withstanding the burden of the injury, and still being able to play at a high level, then you're fine.
What's the motivation to play for now?
What you mean? Still to win a game, regardless. At the end of the day, still got to win a game. That's the motivation.
Even after that loss, there's still actually a chance you guys could slim, but a chance you guys could get in the playoffs. How do you think about that?
We got to win out. So in order for anything else to happen, all the help that we need, we still have to do our part.
Is there a lot of talk about that?
No. We just need to focus on one game at a time. We don't need to worry about anything else at this point. We need everybody to hone in on their job and handle their responsibilities, and then let everything else just fall into place.
Does Mike's situation enter into your thinking at all?
Not really. Obviously, having him here and having him since I've been here, it means a lot to me. So with that, I don't really think much of it, but going out there and, again, trying to play as hard as I can. I'm obviously putting myself out there for, the benefit of the team. And, of course, myself, I love to compete, but it's bigger than me.
CeeDee, you added to your frame over the offseason. How have you seen that kind of manifest itself throughout the season?
Been able to break a lot of tackles. Feels good, feels stronger, feel more endured after post broken tackle. So I feel like everything that I've done in the offseason, it definitely is showing up this season. Granted, it's not in the greatest of explosion of plays, but it's definitely there in the nick of time.
You guys always talk about moving on to the next game. Is that a little bit harder this week, considering you lost Overshawn and the emotions of that and the emotions of the game in general?
Obviously, losing a teammate is never really, you always want to come out the game with the guys that you went in with, right? So as for us, yeah, that sucks, bro. Demo was having a great season, and obviously for him to be set back again with another leg injury, sick for him. I hated for him. He was literally just reaching for who he can become. And obviously, as we saw the type of player that he can potentially be, and I know he will be when he shake back. So he's got to overcome this other obstacle that God placed in front of him. And then once he fight himself back, he'll be back in no time.
With a sprained AC, is that something that can get worse, or is it kind
Yes.
of one of the
Worse. It can't get better.
the way to fix it is?
You're going to need off-season surgery?
No.
Okay, I know because of the job.
Nah, don't be scaring my people.
CeeDee, Mike said this morning, given what you're going through, you give like the best example to your teammates in terms of how you're preparing. I guess could you kind of give some insight on just what extra work you're doing right now, given the injury?
Obviously, on my body, making sure that I'm able to move all my intangibles, to say the least, at the rate that I've been, pre-shoulder injury, right? So just making sure that I'm out there for those guys, leading in any way that I can. Obviously, if it's not physical, it's in the mental aspect of the game. So in the room, I'm getting right. But other than that, as far as communication goes and playing, they know that I'm out there. When I'm out there, I'm battling. So just exerting that energy and them feeding off me is probably the best thing that we have going. But I love that. So just being that standard for the guys came a long way.
Thanks, CeeDee.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.